I say, yeah, it didn't reset it for me, so
Yeah, I still have all the gray zones where we explored.
not sure what happened.
Whatever
Yeah,
happened, it's terrifying. There we go.
Most
think
things
Chuck
are.
yeah, it has entirely reset for me.
All right. Well, unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that other than
Yep.
dragging your token through every room, which would take the whole game. So,
Yep.
once again, this entire level's been explored. If we need you to see any particular section, I can always pop you in that area. So, like, actually,
Okay.
I can do a little bit of that real quick. Let's see. That's Roland. Let's take Roland on a brief tour around the map. Look at him go.
Zoom gully gully.
He's going on a trip in his favorite
I
rocket
think.
ship.
Sorry, I think something's actually wrong with vision, and this is just something we're gonna need to fix. Probably need to fix afterwards because all that trip you took me on, none of the map positions, none of the areas of the map remained on my map.
Let me ask you this. Do you have vision of any kind? It doesn't look like you do.
Well,
Or a light
no,
source.
I do have my light source, but
Okay.
the gray parts of we walked to this map before, gone, and that trip
Huh.
around didn't do anything about it.
Huh. No idea what it could be. The fact that it's only affecting you is bizarre. I tell you what, let's do this. Let's delete your token off the map completely and let's drag you back on the map. All right.
No change.
No change. All right.
Let's just go and try to figure this out some other day.
Yep, we can do that.
Does it make any difference if you click on the Eidolon instead?
No difference.
Bizarre.
Weird.
I'll turn off and turn on his vision again. Maybe that'll make a difference. But if that doesn't, then we'll just have to play with it.
Wait, why is there a flying robot now?
Just because.
You gave him vision.
What? Oh.
Uh-huh.
Come on now, people.
Going,
Get a yuck.
are you going down to the Jibby land? Going down to the 7th level?
Yep. I think we will continue on down. Follow me.
Let me look at the lighting on the map.
I run away.
Bravely run away, run away.
Run away and burn in hell. It's time for you to
Oh my
smell.
God.
What?
There's like a heartbeat in here.
Spacebar. Even hitting the spacebar 20 times, I still hit a wall somehow.
Yeah, I just used my arrow keys to move around that thing.
Okay.
That's what I was doing before Chuck forced me down here.
What, Jeff?
I'm seeing the map normally now on floor 7, on this floor.
All right,
Nice.
there must be something on that map.
Maybe
Yeah.
Jeffrey
just
wasn't
bugged.
here, or maybe he wasn't here when we did that map.
No, but when he was moved through it, it should have done stuff. All right, so we have been up here. We've been all through here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've explored quite a bit of this.
I think what we have decided we need to do is to get through this room.
Yeah, somehow. Because this room is full of bad buoys.
Yep. And so we've killed the things that were guarding this room, but we've got the big paralyzing light trap in here.
Indeed.
Yeah, I can definitely take another shot at that trap.
Yeah.
Because you did find the trap, right?
We found the trap. We just we failed every time we tried to do anything about it.
Spell it. Yeah. Yeah. We just.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm also happy to try to disable it if we think my thievery might be able to disable it.
Well,
Yeah, I have a 14 thievery if you want some help.
I put it in the
Any-
chat.
I'll say your thievery is better than my thievery.
Okay. I'm gonna
Oh.
take a shot at dispelling it.
Oh, hold on.
first.
Why do I think
Okay.
why do I think I took something? Wary disarmament.
There. I just popped a.
Okay, yeah, I did take something to help protect me.
I put in a dispel magic, and I'm
Alright.
gonna roll the counteract check.
All right.
Oh, I have expert
Ah.
disassembly. I can use my crafting instead. So my crafting is plus 18.
Yeah. The problem we haven't quite figured out is anybody who gets close enough to disable the trap is gonna deal with multiple rounds of possibly getting paralyzed.
Mm-hmm. We
So
should
the
have bought like
disable,
some freedom of movement or
So
something.
the check was a failure, but not a
Okay.
critical failure. So you would counteract the target if its counteract rank is less than 4. Unfortunately, that the counteract rank is 4 or higher. So that
Okay.
is a failure. It does not counteract.
All right, I will try thievery. It will not let me switch to crafting. So I'm gonna have to just give you crafting rolls, Chuck.
Okay, so first what you're going to have to do is move into the room
Yep.
to get to the light. When
Hold
you
on,
do that,
before you go in,
Before he goes,
we
let's see
if you recall, we talked about this. We will be tying a rope to you.
Yes.
And I am certain, yes, I have a rope, so I will tie a rope around you. Because that way, if something happens to you in there, we can pull you back out. It was the same thing that if we decided that I was going, that one of us was just going to dash across the room, we would do it with a rope attached to us. So if something happened, we could just pull the person back out of the room, reset, and try again.
let's go ahead and do that too. That'll give you 1 minute to will save boost against mental effects.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, because I don't want you to go in there,
Yeah.
get paralyzed in the room, and then one of us has to walk in to go get you.
Yeah.
Understood.
Or we throw a grappling hook at you. I don't think you'd appreciate that.
Probably not.
I like it though.
Let me see what I have in my inventory. Do I have anything that will help? Anti-plague is not what I need. Don't need Cheetah's elixir. That just gives me a bonus to speed. Running
Makes you look
faster
like
won't
Tim.
help. Mm-hmm. Sunlight, necrotic, eagle eye elixir. That's for secret doors and perception checks. I do not have anything that will help me. Oh wait, there's more. Infiltrator's elixir alters your
He gave you
appearance.
soothe.
I saw that. Energy breath is not going to help. light. Nope. Can't believe I don't have anything that will help with that. With the saves. Okay. Nope. That's it. Time to go. All right. You guys got me all roped up, ready to go?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Okay, so as soon as you enter the room,
I need a save.
An alarm
light
goes off.
expands to fill the room, and I need a will save.
What will I save? Oh, looks good.
That was a good will save.
Ooh, that's a success, almost a crit.
And that was without even I was saying that was without even adding the +2 status bonus, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It's there.
it's got the +2 soothe.
Oh,
It
does. I see it.
automatically.
very nice.
All right, so now that you and the trap roll initiative, you are stunned 2. On a success, you are stunned
Holy
2.
crap.
Holy,
Yeah, it's a level 8 trap, dude. All right, so hold on. Let me select you and the thing. Let me do this. Now you guys will probably notice a little bitty. Do you see the little bitty combat tracker that showed up next to the chat bar?
No,
No.
no.
Oh,
it
okay.
hasn't showed up yet. There it is.
Now I
It
see.
showed up after we rolled.
Do you see both of them?
Yes.
Right. So you still use the big one. The little one is just where I. Oh, did Shushni?
I don't
Yeah,
I don't see the little one. I only see the big one.
I think it,
It's the little
It's
one
up-
should be down by your dice tray or
it might.
your text tray.
Yeah,
The
nothing.
trap are the only 2 in initiative right now.
so that might be
Oh,
why.
probably
Yeah.
because they're not in it. Yeah.
Yeah. So it looks
Well,
like
that's okay. I,
there's
I'll
no
see it when I see it.
Yep. All right, Shushni, good news. You get to go first. Bad news, you only have one action because you're stunned 2.
Right.
So you only get one action this round. So you can attempt. I will put a thievery check in there for you.
Except I have to roll crafting.
Well, roll crafting then. Just do a crafting
Yeah,
check.
that's what I'm working on.
Damn you guys and your funky character shit.
It's a regular feat, Chuck.
I know, but the game can't account for every single possible thing.
Yep, I
And
get it.
and you are a master at crafting?
I am.
Okay, so what you've done is you've distorted or diffused the light, keeping the light cone intact, but preventing the trap from triggering. So
Oh,
basically,
nice.
that ends the encounter. So now I need to, God, is it still doing the combat music? Come on. All right. Anyway, hold on. There we go. I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, so you have diffused the trap. I have to quickly grab everyone. Hold on. Because I think I'm still using XP in this group. Let's see.
Yep.
I've grabbed everyone and the trap.
Why would you stop using XP?
I'm not using XP at all for my Kingmaker 3 group, and it's going to make things a hell of a lot easier
Yeah.
because I'm constantly having to shift shit around to try to keep you guys from being over level because there's almost double the shit in there that needs to be to get you to level 20. So that's why my Kingmaker 2 group didn't go into the old sycamore until they were like level 5.
hmm
And that giant centipede that put the fear of God into my Kingmaker 1 group, they just kind of said, "Oh, a giant centipede," and they killed it in a single round.
Yes, I remember that.
That's
Well, we killed it after it put the fear of God into me.
the great thing about using Milestone is they can run over the whole map, and until they do the thing they need to do to get a level, they don't get to level. So literally, they could have 12 games go and they don't level because they keep avoiding the one thing they need to do to level. So it's just going to allow me to, it's going to let them do more stuff. They can do more of the stuff in the game without out leveling the content.
Mm.
It's like, it's too late to do that in my other two groups, unfortunately. But what I've done in the Kingmaker 2 group is I've made it, I'm using the slow experience, which means that you have to get 1200 XP to level instead of only 1000. But it's kind of the genie's already out of the bottle for my Kingmaker 1 group. I can't really redo everything. All right, I'm just going to begin the encounter without rolling initiative. I'm going to end the encounter. This way everybody will get XP. There we go. Everyone gets 40 XP. It is weird when I end combats in that group and I don't assign XP. But oh yeah, baby. If you had not stopped it, every round, all stunned and paralyzed creatures will take 1d10 mental and they have to make a DC 26 basic will save. And if you fail, you also become paralyzed for 1 round. Creatures who do so have to take 5d10 mental damage but are no longer paralyzed. So yeah, it's a nasty trap. But congratulations.
Yeah, it's a good thing you rolled really well on your check.
Yeah.
Yep.
Since my 18 plus my 18, it just gave me a success.
All right, well,
Gave you a critical. That was
Oh, it was a crit success. Okay.
I guess I'll come on in and
Roll for initiative. No, I'm just kidding.
check the upper door.
Let's see.
Have we been in that
well-
room to the south?
We haven't been to any of the stuff because we couldn't get to any.
That's why I'm asking.
Right. Remember, we had monsters that came up from there to attack us.
Yep. The
Okay.
monster. And they died. so
Should
they
we
couldn't
go
roll.
check that room first? Since the doors are open? And there's obviously another door south of it, that open room with
Let's
the
put it
open
this
doors.
way. Something probably would have come in if there was something down there.
Yeah.
But you guys can do what you want. It's up to you. But yep, you have 3 sets of doors to choose from.
Wherever you want to go, Gimboth, we'll follow you.
I'm just checking the door up here.
Does not appear to be trapped. Does not appear to be locked. Does not appear to be. You don't hear anything behind it. Look, it goes up to that hallway you were at before.
Hey, I think we've been to that hallway before.
This looks familiar.
Of course, I don't know if we realized that there were doors there. But
check for secret doors or traps or anything there.
I haven't checked anywhere else. I don't know why I'd start now.
No.
He's your friend. He wants to know. Shishni, you find no secret doors, no traps. You don't hear anything.
I didn't expect to hear anything other than the Eidolon breathing heavy.
I don't think the Eidolon breeze at all.
What you do find is a dimension
There's no-
door
the Eidolon
at
is
your
a living
feet.
Creature, so I think it... Dimension door at our feet, just like everywhere else. Okay, where is the... There
Oh,
we
you're
go.
seeking at that door? All right, let's see.
Yeah.
You hear nothing. It does not appear to be trapped.
Yep. was
Does it appear to be locked then?
the Eidolon.
It does not appear to be locked either.
There is another door. Now, before we go to that secondary door, do we want to check out below?
It's a 10 by 10 empty room with a door.
Nah.
Yep.
Keep on trucking.
Urgent care sending my dad to the ER. for
Go
stroke.
till there's no more
Okay.
going on this direction. Then we'll
Michelle
go the
says
other
he's
one.
combative because he doesn't want to.
Okay,
Go till you
the
can't
Eidolon's
go
gonna
anymore.
listen and look at the door.
Maybe he doesn't get to
Sorry, I was doing the same thing.
He doesn't get a choice.
Seek. Seek is your friend. Let's see. You hear nothing behind the door. The door does not appear to be trapped, and it is not locked.
Gimbop, you coming?
Somebody
Yeah,
with a pair of thumbs.
I'll be there in a sec.
Open the door up.
Sorry, my father-in-law is being sent from the urgent care to the emergency room right now for a possible stroke.
Oh, dude. If you need,
Ah, there's things.
go.
Oh no, we're fine. He has done this before. He has had a mild stroke before, but like he's fighting going to the emergency room
I don't-
because he doesn't think that he should need to, and he's retiring from work soon, so he's changing insurance soon. So he didn't want to go see the doctor anyway because he's changing insurance soon. And we're not sure if he understands how insurance works because you have insurance now. Go use it.
right.
Troy.
My God, it's Troy. He's just
So, I mean, if things go really sideways, yeah, I may have to go later. But for now, his daughter has taken him to the emergency room. They will do what they do, and we'll see where we go from here. But
I see. Poor dude.
he's your typical older generation guy. Nah, I'll walk it off. I'm fine. Let me just get a cold compress. Shut up.
Well, you know-
Go to the doctor, you moron.
People that go to the hospital die. I don't want to go to the hospital.
Dude, I'm not that far from him. I only go if I'm dying.
Yep.
I hate doctors.
Same.
I hate needles. The stress will give me a heart attack. Anyway, a long hallway. Welcome, Troy. A long hallway stretching north to south ends in a staircase at the southern end that branches left and right. The north and east walls each have a door with a small sliding windows. A raised portcullis at the northeastern end here has metal points crusted with dried blood. So, and floating in the air in the room, things you haven't seen in a while, but you have seen them before. They look like these floating balls of light.
Willow.
Yay, friend.
Kill the willow. Kill the willow.
Crap, it's Nicolas Cage.
All right. So let's. What was
Who's
that?
opening
noise?
the door?
Oh, I'm trying to grab so I can do initiatives. Let's.
At least it wasn't us.
Oh, there's the Eidolon. All right, cool.
Okay, I got a question for you.
What's that?
Why did my token picture change to my?
I don't know.
Your Kingmaker guy.
Can my my young one's Kingmaker guy?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
I didn't notice that. That's kind of funny.
We'll fix it in a minute. Let's see.
Will we?
Gosh, just everything's breaking.
Well, what's worse is you're all bitching about it, and I'm trying to run a goddamn game. All right, let's.
My picture.
Chuck, can you fix this, Chuck? Mr. Carter, Mr. Carter, can you fix my
Mr. Kata, Mr. Kata.
All right, let's look at this token real quick. I mean, maybe that's your new character you're gonna have to bring in because I killed the old one. Let's see.
Yeah, go from a sword to wizard. All right, fine.
It's Eltros. Let's see.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know why on earth. Here we go. All right, let's delete this one. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's see if it changes.
Eltros has been completely deleted.
There it
it
is.
goes. All right.
Yay.
Oh, see how easy that was, Mr. Kata? All right, here we go. All right, Shishni, you're first. Now Tim can probably see the little combat tracker.
Yeah, and it was hiding behind, like the other encounter tracker was on top of it, stretching like from most of the way down the screen. So I had to shorten that up and move it, and
It's
it's so pretty.
What'd Shishni do? Oh, you're trying to recall knowledge.
Yes.
I love it. What are these
I
red
love the
X's
little
mean?
token handy.
You believe that these are fey creatures that are called floating whiffs, WHIFFS. They're totally benign. They're not harmful at all. They never harm humanity. They just exist to pretty up the air.
You should probably follow it.
I don't believe it since we fought them before. But I understand what you're saying.
I mean, how dare
I don't-
you
I don't-
attack helpless creatures before?
Exactly. And the
Ah!
fact
That is a miss by Fruity.
Give him his
Yes.
splash.
A 26 missed, but it will take the splash.
Yep.
Let's do this.
I will end my turn. I moved. I recalled.
Did you hear it? Did you hear
Did,
it?
Yes.
did the character just have an orgasm?
No, it just took a hit.
No, Shishni had an orgasm.
Okay.
All right. So the first thing this thing does. Oh, cool. I've got to use my new thing too. Let's see. Where's its special abilities? They would be under extras, I think. No,
Yeah,
they're
let's
not
say
under extras.
they're not under the dice.
Oh,
Are
it's
they?
under attacks.
Oh yeah, actions.
Okay, so yeah, it's not just attacks, it's actions.
Yeah.
So it's gonna do that. And okay. It disappears from sight. It extinguishes its glow as an action. What else will it do? I think they're naturally invisible, so I think they can attack without. Let's see, without becoming visible.
Think it'll be afraid of that big scary dragon.
If it uses its shock attack while invisible, the arc of electricity lets any observer determine its location, making it only hidden.
Right.
Not
Makes sense.
okay. Yeah. So there's no one there afraid. So it's just gonna move.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
I don't want to be afraid.
I think I have my drag ruler turned off. Oh, that's right. I don't have drag ruler set on monsters. I did that in the other campaign, but not this one. Okay, I'll fix that later. All right. Oh, 515. Okay. Okay. Roland, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to reinforce Eidolon. Let me actually target.
Okay.
At the same time with Act Together, I'm going to the Eidolon is going to seek to try to track down the one that disappeared.
So you can try targeting the one that disappeared and then do a seek check. I think it might automatically roll.
Okay, action.
Or it might automatically compare it against its stealth or whatever. So you do not detect it.
Okay, then this breath weapon is gonna try to go where we last saw it, which would be like that.
Okay.
The DC is 24. Unfortunately, still can't get that to do the thing. Let me roll damage though.
All right. Did you? I don't
I
know if
didn't.
you had the right one targeted. I think you had the
Oh,
wrong one
I got the
targeted.
wrong one targeted. Sorry.
That's okay. I can do me a favor though. Untarget it. There you
Uh-huh.
go. I'll just hit the target button and I will target this one. So I know which one it is, and then I'll have him make a. Does
DC
it even?
24 basic reflex. It's
Oh, it
just
doesn't even put it on there, does it? Okay.
no
So, let me
Eidolon
make.
Jank.
Let me make sure I am on the right Will-O-Wisp. Let's see. Reflex save is right there. Okay, it rolled a 30, so that is a success, but not crit.
Right. So half damage.
Yep. So you did 16. So I will make sure this one takes. There you go.
And that's it.
All right. Advance the tracker. Oh,
But
now
but
it's this
find
one that just.
find the puppy first.
Oh. Oh, Tim, it's you. Let's see.
Lots of
What
things are me.
attacks do I have?
There's puppies? Sweet.
I heard a puppy. I'm certain I heard a puppy.
Come on, David. Get that frickin' one done.
It'll move there. It, of course, will target the Eidolon. Oh, we get to play this game again.
All right.
It will. Goodness. It misses the Eidolon by 4. All right. And then it, too, will go dark. Let's see. Are you sure you wanted to use Go Dark? Yes, I am. Here we go. That one turns invisible too. All right, Eltros.
Glitter dust. Oh,
Yeah. Wish I did. So
I don't know if
Fairy
you noticed,
fire.
Tim, but when you target something or when you hover over an enemy, it will tell you automatically how far away it is
That's nice.
above it. And it also draws a line between your token and it. So you can see exactly which token you're targeting. I don't know if he deserves it, but it looks like Eltros. I've discovered that the program actually automatically randomly determines somebody, so you don't even really need to roll a dice.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
You also added one for all. You didn't fix that.
Oh, God.
oh, I got 3 of them now. Sweet.
All right, fine. But well, thanks.
Yeah, I hate it because
Mine.
I always forget to change that.
Well, it's just something you click on when the
Exactly.
point handler pops up. Yeah. All right, Eltros, it's been fixed.
Okay. So 20 foot burst. I can see.
bursting.
Yeah. So
He's casting Fireball at the Eidolon.
I can see here.
You can see where. Click on the map again where you were. Okay, there you go. I would say, how do you know that they're there? But let's see.
Well, he's filling
I-
the whole room, but not hitting the Eidolon.
I did see this one.
Well, make
Move.
sure they're both targeted before you roll damage.
Right.
And it should auto roll the flat checks.
So yeah, I don't think he truly knows where they are, but yeah, he literally is just filling the entire space. As close as he can get to the Eidolon.
I just watched a Celeste video where a guy was filling space.
No, I saw this guy come up because remember he didn't go invisible until after he attacked.
Right.
Yep,
Right.
Yep. You
So
know,
I'm like,
you
well,
saw the one. You don't necessarily know what the other one is, but you
Right.
basically filled the whole hallway.
Yeah.
So unless it's in this square, it's probably going to get
It's
hit.
probably gonna go. Okay, so I got those 2 targeted.
Yep. Those are the only 2 you need to worry about. The other 7 will show up later.
Yeah, 6 1 6 1 7. Okay.
All right. Let's do a reflex save. That one failed completely. Not not critically, but
Egg.
Although, can you guys see them at all? I'm just curious. Can you see the will-o'-the-wisps at all?
No.
There's no tokens for them whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, I see. We see
I
the
see that
token.
little swirling thing.
the token should look like what tokens look like when you're blind. In
Right.
other words,
Right,
that means you hear them but don't see them. But
right. So we have an imprecise idea where they are, but not a precise idea where they are.
Right,
Ex-
but the way I look at it is if it turned invisible and then moved and didn't attack while it was invisible, then you would have to use a stealth or perception to hear it.
Correct.
Because they're
Mhm.
flying, they make no noise.
Right.
So, but the other one moved, attacked, and then turned invisible. So it's the Eidolon knows it's still there. It just can't see it anymore.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So I'm sure Jeffrey probably would have told you.
Well, part of the reason I was asking is because I have imprecise scent, and so I was curious as to whether you guys were getting it from hearing or whether I was just getting it because of imprecise scent. I still don't think the program
I could,
recognizes imprecise scent or not.
I could
It's
tell
not
you
that
from before. I could tell you from before. Scent doesn't do anything to detect these guys.
Yeah. I thought that was the case. I thought we'd established that before, but with updates and stuff like that, you never know.
Right.
I mean, you're supposed to be able to, like, if they're in another room and you have an imprecise sense, you should be able to see them even though nobody else can. You can sense the tokens. And I think we've seen that in action before. I think someone had tremor sense or something and it worked,
Mhm.
but none of you have those kind
Yeah.
of senses.
I'll say, yeah, tremor sense I could see. I wouldn't smell them in another room, not through a wall and stuff like that, but
Right.
like tremor sense, yeah, that would make sense.
Mhm.
Right. All right. So Eltros, they are both injured. I don't know if you noticed, Tim, but there's now new verbiage to show you what their hit points are like.
Yeah. Seen better days.
Better days. Yeah. I changed the one right before death. You can customize them. I think you guys will get a kick out of it.
Yeah.
So will your viewers. All right. What else, Eltros?
So, and well, I mean, not I have to do the seek thing or whatever, but I also have soul sight, which I sense spirits of creatures, including living creatures, non-mindless undead, and haunts.
All right.
But I still have to seek them to find them. But I still have that imprecise
Correct.
scent. Okay, so that's another. Again, unless I want to actually see them, I would have to seek. But I know there's something there, right?
Because it's an imprecise sense, even if you succeeded, they would still be considered hidden.
Mhm.
Correct.
Instead of
Okay.
concealed, or they'd be concealed instead of hidden or whatever.
Right.
But
Exactly.
yes, yeah. So they'd only be a DC 5 instead of a DC 11.
Correct.
So,
Correct.
All right. Yep. So what else are you gonna do? You gonna do
Well, I-
that or?
No, I can't because I moved and
He moved and he cast.
I can't.
All
So
right. You may advance the tracker.
I will let Gimbal do what he needs to do.
It's the pussy.
Tumble through.
You knew that's what I was doing.
All right. Did you make your roll?
He made his flat DC.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So 34 is a. Well, it doesn't tell me if it's a success or not. Let's see. You were clicked on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's how I got the flat check.
Oh, I think because of the flat check.
It unclicked it afterwards.
Maybe, yeah. That's all right. 34 is definitely. Let's see. You roll against. You're rolling.
Well, here, let me do this. Let me target it for a sec, and I'll roll it again just so you can see what it would target it against.
All right.
I mean, a 31 was a success, so a 34 was definitely a success.
Yep. Yes, that is true. Might have even been a critical success, but I don't think it matters on.
It doesn't.
All right, you have panache.
So that gives me panache. And then I know it was there because I would have seen it come up. But again, it's invisible to me now, so I'm just going to try to strike at the square.
Right.
Because that's the best I can do. Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And so I'm going to try to double slice at that square.
Well, actually, you have scent imprecise, so it should be hidden to you.
No, you still have to seek though, don't you? To use that?
Well, no, seek is if you're trying to look at this, if you don't know what square it's in.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Either way, he succeeded on both attacks and both rolls.
Mhm.
You hit once and missed once, but both were high enough to overcome the invisibility. So you got a hit on your striking short sword.
Okay.
But not the claw blade.
Yeah. He's not feeling
No,
good.
Not feeling good. Yeah.
I kicked a puppy, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay, you doubled. Shushni, it's you again. Shushni.
All right. Well, I have it targeted. That's where it was when it attacked the Eidolon before it went invisible.
Well, you're attacking the one on that's by Gimboth, right? There you go. Yeah.
In between
Yeah, we're-
Gimboth and the Eidolon.
I'll say, yeah, we're all attacking the one where we know where it was. The other one, we got nothing.
All right.
And I will,
I-
of course, leave Gimboth and the Eidolon out of this.
I'll be right back, guys.
Oh man, that is
A miss.
flat check was a miss, even though the roll was high enough. Yep. So it should still
Do we
splash.
we do
I don't know.
splash still, right? Because it's not.
I think you would still do the splash, especially since you hit. Yeah. Okay, now hover over it.
You're fucked. And would the guy next to him take the splash also?
No, it
Yes,
was a
he
miss.
would.
It was a
Okay.
miss. So
It was a miss. Yeah, that's right. You have to hit.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, let's try again.
What the hell's going on, man? That is a miss, but you would have overcome its invisibility.
Four more. That's all we need, right?
Yeah.
We'll
That's
try one more time.
Can you? Goodness. Did you hear that? My God.
I did. It's
Once
a miss and a
again.
miss.
It's a miss and a miss. So I would say in that case, since you double missed,
Yeah.
it wouldn't even
No.
take the splash. Yeah.
Correct. That will end my turn.
Ooh, it's their turn. Let's see.
The other one that we don't know where it is.
Uh,
Just tell them, if it's nothing, maybe.
There we go. I'm changing all of the levels. All right, there we go. Okay, so it's this guy's turn that's invisible. He will do what's called glow. So,
Is that like a new type of ecstasy?
yeah.
They're doing glow, man.
Thought there was a name for that when they suddenly light up.
He becomes Illuminati.
I thought there was an action where they suddenly become, let's see, feed on fear. Oh, let's see. Goes dark. It can end this effect with another use of the action. So I thought it caused a fear effect, but let's see. So actually it will stay invisible. Then there's no reason to ever, why would it ever glow if it doesn't? I thought there's something that when it becomes visible, it actually you have to save or go. You become scared.
I remember it having some sort of fear effect.
That might have
Yeah.
been a different kind of wisp. There's different kinds of wisp. So this one just will shock. Ooh, that was on the
Mhm.
cat. Let's see. That is a hit.
Is this the thing that the electricity that illuminates them briefly?
Yes. So yeah. So to you, he's only hidden instead of concealed. Let's see. He'll take a second attack. That is a miss. He'll take a third attack. Ooh, that's a critical miss on Tim.
Damn right it is.
So I have to make him, instead of invisible, I'll make him, I think it's hidden.
And you know, with a critical miss,
I know, that's why I told you. That's why it was important that I changed it from concealed.
yeah, I get my.
Well,
It is on this one. I'm just making sure that this is the right guy for it. I'm pretty sure it is,
yep,
but
that's the one. Yep.
yeah, what was it? Yeah, opportune riposte.
What, baby girl? They're not shimmy.
So I take an attack.
Take it. Take it.
I missed,
You would have hit it,
but
but
I didn't roll high enough.
it is also. So if hidden is also an 11, what is a 5? Let's see.
Concealed is a 5.
All right. No, it's not controlled. It's concealed. There we go. All right. I would say everyone saw it. Everyone that can see where it is would have seen the. See, now Tim has "'Tis a flesh wound." I love that. All right, so it's done. So Roland.
Okay. So we saw the one that went after Gimboth, so the Eidolon is gonna go ahead and Draconic Frenzy. Ignore that mischance because I don't know why it rolled it. Oh,
All right.
it's because I targeted it with an action.
That's why. That is a hit.
He is Eidolon. Hear him roar.
Okay, and then we've got the 2 claws.
Goodness. Also a hit. Do they stack the damage or no?
No, it's not stacked damage. It's 3 attacks for the 2 actions.
All right, so go ahead and do your damage on that one. Possibly will be enough.
And then
Okay.
claw number 3.
It would have overcome the hidden, but it missed by almost a crit miss.
Okay. Then I will go ahead. Let me switch it back to me. I will reinforce the Eidolon. Oh.
All right.
Let's do
But
that.
all right.
I guess since the Eidolon's got one more action, there's always 20s.
You could be.
We'll go in with another claw. Or gotta switch characters first. And then
There's also always critical misses.
Yep.
The Will-O-Wisp. It's not happy at all. Let's see. It's going to get out of there. Do either one of you have attack of opportunity?
I do, but I already used my thing, and he did leave a threatened square with me, so.
Well, he's not done yet. He'll do a move to there.
And I already used my reaction anyway, so it doesn't matter.
He's going to
Yep,
target
the one-
you,
The Eidolon does have an attack of opportunity.
and you'll have to make it.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a crit, and it's a hit.
Oh Jesus.
Talk about overkill. Oh, it died. Ultros.
Okay, so I sense that one's not there anymore, right? Basically,
I guess, yeah.
yeah, and that's the only one that I've seen attacked. Because this
Well,
one's
you
still
probably
or-
saw this one attack Tim with shock attacks. So it's only
Yep.
hidden.
it's
Yep,
only hit.
and then you saw him, the Eidolon biting and clawing after
Yeah,
that
for
one.
it. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, do I even wait? Well, I suppose it's not wasting a spell when it's a cantrip, right? Because
Right.
Yep.
we only got 700 of them.
Per turn.
Per turn, yeah. Well, do the old, and it's gonna be. Yeah, I know. You love me. You know that. We're gonna make it cold iron because I can,
Okay.
and
Only if you have a lump of cold iron.
only if I target the guy.
That's a miss.
It is a miss.
Almost a critical miss.
I know.
Do you hero point?
He did. That is a hit. He only did that because he had 2.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's got persistent damage. Ooh, that was a trivial encounter for you guys. Wow.
I don't think it was that trivial, but whatever they say.
They're only CR6s and you guys are level 8s.
Okay, so I'm gonna appear offline and then shut down computer. Okay.
They're gone. All right.
Work is done, huh?
Work is fucking finally done.
All right. And you guys, once again, here's a description again. A long hallway stretching north to south into the stairway. Where are you seeking? Oh, I see.
The door on the
The
north.
door is not locked. The door is not trapped, and you don't hear anything.
Imboff, the door is all yours.
What a pussy. Dust and cobwebs cover this forgotten cell. The heroes find its door unlocked. Since the devils never check it, this cell makes for a safe, if cramped, place to rest.
I throw Shushni in, chain him up, close the door.
Or shush. Or
Probably the best.
Not anymore. Not after I put you in the cell.
But what Gimbal didn't know is that while he went in there to get Shushni, I shut the door and locked it for both of them.
Good thing both of the master thieves are in there. We're like, now it's just a challenge. Who gets to unlock the door?
Exactly right.
You hear like moaning coming from behind the door. The door does not appear to be locked, and it does not appear to be trapped.
Share that information and get out of the way.
I see a thing.
Most of this cell has received very little care in the past several decades, but the manacles on the wall appear carefully polished. Basically, and inside you see
Her.
this
I see Cotton Eye Joe.
person hanging upside down. A
Oh,
tiefling is hanging upside down, her ankles bound by the manacles. She looks clearly weakened from ill treatment and neglect.
Her shirt's halfway off.
She's been married a long time ago.
That's
Where did she come from? Where did she go? Where did she come
Troy
from,
needs
Cotton Eye
me
Joe?
to.
no.
I'll send you
It's
some pictures, Troy. That'll help.
Okay,
Let's
sounds
see.
good. So, okay,
one moment.
sure.
Gotta find it. Where's medicine?
Oh, here, if you want to. She looks like I'll just tell you without making a check. She requires urgent care. She's on the verge of death from dehydration.
I'm working on it.
You would need, I put a medicine check in there.
Oh, I was doing a treat wounds.
You wouldn't do that. Basically right now you just need to save her from dehydration. You would need food and water and a successful medicine check to save her.
That might not have done it.
Fortunately for you, that's not a critical failure because she would die on a critical failure, but she's still on the verge of death. Almost a 2. Let's see. That is successful. You're able to bring her back from the verge of death. On a critical failure, the bounty hunter dies. Even if saved, she stays distant and suspicious. Her starting attitude is unfriendly. So, I don't know. You guys going to kill her? You going to torture her? Are you going to try to be...
I figured if we were going to kill and torture her, we would have just closed the door and walked away.
I'm sure you were tempted. If someone wants to try to make an impression, there is a diplomacy check. I know it's a little informal, but
Who's
this group's always been a little informal.
I have an 11.
I have a 14.
I'll let you talk to her.
All right, and I'll try to speak in common
tongues.
because yeah, I don't know her language. At least I don't think I know her language.
All right.
What language does a tiefling speak?
Well, usually they're
Oh, that
the
should have
language
been-
of
sorry.
fiends.
Sorry, let's try
That's
that again.
fine. I'll just
Okay.
make it private.
I have Chthonian, demonic.
The attitude improves by 1 step, so it goes from unfriendly to indifferent.
Okay. Do we have any keys? that
Thank
might
you
be worth-
thank you for saving my life. I am in your debt.
I should-
And that's not a place I like to be. What do you need? What can I do to call things even? I mean, number one, I'd like to obviously be freed, but the manacles don't really need a lock check. The manacles are the kind that just have a pin through them. So you don't need a key. You just need, but obviously she couldn't reach them to unlock them. So,
Right.
Correct. What information do you know about this this level?
While
Well,
they
obviously-
talk, I'll release her manacles.
Obviously, it's full of fiends. I was hired on a contract, an infernal contract. There's, let's see, the contract devil's name was Irvian, had offered a high bounty for a specific target. The target was not in the dungeon itself, but was a local of the town on the surface. However, they turned the tables on me. This person was very smart, knew they were being hunted, hustled me out of my magic armor and leaving me stranded on a leaky boat on the inner sea. By the time she swam back to shore, the time she had negotiated with Irvin to catch her target had run out. So an Erinyes dragged her back, which is a female flying devil. She has been here since, fed only irregularly and hung by her feet. She suspects she has spent months or even years imprisoned. While you all are talking to her, anyone who wants to can make a society check.
Untrained plus. No, don't do that.
You've never heard of society before.
Shushni believes that she is an exotic dancer from from Casmaran,
That's
the
why they hung
island
her
of
upside down
Jamalray.
to give her some exercise.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
For
She
those pole
must have been a pole dancing mishap.
I am untrained, so I can't even do that.
All right.
Let me roll the society. From my feet, I'm treated as trained rank.
You little devil. You do know that you recognize her. She tells you, by the way, her name is Sainimi. And Gimboth also. Gimboth and Roland both realize that you've seen a wanted poster for her, that she's a criminal wanted by the Absalom authorities. Remember, Absalom is like the New York City of Galarian, and you guys are on the same island as Absalom. Otari is like a backwater for Absalom. So the two of you do recall seeing a wanted poster for her. She's obviously a criminal wanted by the authorities in that town.
Y'all are crazy. She's a pole dancer.
But anyway,
You could be a pole dancing criminal.
She's like, at this point, I've failed on my contract, and if they find out I'm loose, they'll probably just torture me more. So if you can just show me the way out, I will be on my way. Appreciate the help. All I can tell you is this level is full of devils. It's very dangerous. Stay away from the room of stasis prisons. There's all sorts of bad things in there. Gugs and gibbering mouthers and driders. There's a light trap, which of course you've already offset, but mostly what the level has is devils of different kinds. You'll especially want to stay away from Uravan. Uravan is a contract devil. Contract devils are very bad news. They don't want to fight you. They just want you to pledge your soul, and they're geniuses at getting you to do it. He's behind a warded door, though, so it's very hard to get to him.
Oh, not that guy then.
No, you know that there was a warded door up here. And she'll tell you that that's where he is located. He's behind that door.
Okay. And since there's lots of devils, what is a weakness of a devil? Is it like cold iron?
What is the weakness of a devil?
If there's lots of devils around here, what would be really good against them if we had to fight them?
Usually silver or holy weapons.
Okay.
Holy, I like mine to be intact.
And anyway, I tell you that at my own potential risk, since I am half devil.
Mm-hmm.
But,
yeah.
If we had meant you harm, we would have left you hanging there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm,
Well, I know, and I appreciate you freeing me, and I've given you all the information I have.
mm.
I obviously would prefer an escort up to the surface, but I can tell you're adventurers and probably have things to do down here. So if you can just show me the way. Actually, I believe there's a stairway up through the center. Once I can get up, have you all cleared all the levels between here and the surface?
Define cleared.
Have you killed all the
There's-
monsters between here and there?
There is.
Monsters, yes. There is a tavern. Stop in for a drink.
Oh,
If you want to clear that out for us, we won't mind.
I might stop for a drink, actually. I'm very familiar with that tavern. I may stop
Okay.
by.
Yep.
But yes, I know my way to the surface. If with your leave, and obviously she's
Mhm.
she's
know
like,
the
I think I'll be fine.
How well do you know the tavern? I mean, do you know all what's behind any of the doors?
I've been backstage, yes.
Okay.
What do
Anything
you
weird
wanna
over
know?
there?
She is a pole dancer.
Anything...
Oh, there's all sorts of stuff back there. Storage rooms. You don't want to get on their bad side. They do have several bouncers back there. There's
Mhm.
one weird room with like silver runes on the floor, and like a
That's
circle, a magic circle back there. It's some
Okay.
sort of part of a teleportation network. In fact, I believe there's one on every floor. I wasn't ever able to find the one on this floor though. A lot
Okay.
of them I know are behind secret doors.
hmm Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you never saw the one on this floor, but you know where
I've
that one
never
is.
seen the
Okay.
one on this floor,
Mm.
but I do know there's one on that floor.
Behind no, that's behind the bar, or is it
I believe it's to the north, but
of the
there's
north?
lots of rooms back there.
Okay. Yep.
There's like 5 or 6 rooms behind
Okay.
the stage and behind the bar.
Oh, sure. Wow, that's very useful information. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. No, it's absolutely clear between here and the bar.
Very well. Then if I may, I will take my leave. Thank you much. Appreciate the help. And unless someone's going to stop her, she leaves.
hmm
I see no reason to stop her.
And when she's out of earshot, it's like, oh yeah, you got some wanted posts. Oh shoot, I could have told her.
You could have turned her over. You could have turned her over for a reward, but
Yeah.
She's pretty. She's got to be aware. Like,
We got so much money anyway.
oh, believe me, she knows. But she certainly, it even says, of course, Sainimi doesn't volunteer this information.
I know. I saw Roland in the back, pulling out handfuls of copper, getting ready to make it rain.
Getting
no.
Sainimi out of the Abomination Vault, whether the healers place her in their custody or not, completes the side quest. So you won't get any of the gold, but you will get a little bit of XP.
XP.
About
Yeah.
901.
You just got a level. Don't be greedy.
Greedy would be asking for 1901.
How does this work? Not being greedy.
Revenge of the Rune Lords. All right.
And obviously nothing in this room.
Just shackles and blood and sweat. You can lick the floor if you want.
Eh,
I
Tasty.
won't lick it, but you know me. Hey, why not? I'm gonna waste it.
So if anybody
Yeah,
needs
I
it, I'm going to put these in the party sheet so that you can each take one or two. I have a whole bunch of silver sheen that we made a while back.
Oh, I don't need any. You guys can take it.
Or not sheen, it's called silver salve now. But
yeah, I don't think it'll catch an Argentarian's claws, unfortunately.
there are now 10 on the party sheet.
Okay.
If anybody wants some to douse their weapons with or whatever.
Now what?
Right. If you got like 2 weapons that you use at all times, probably be a good idea to take one
Grab
or
a
2
few.
or
Yep.
6. Yeah.
I mean, it what lasts for what, an hour?
It doesn't say.
sounds
That's
right.
what I was just reading. Yeah, for the next hour, the weapon or ammunition counts as silver,
Perfect.
and there's an effect in the salve when you use it.
Mm-hmm. I just have my little silver. I'll have my silver chunk near me.
Yep.
All right. So now what, my fiends?
Now, I guess we can go look at the stairs and see if we can see where those are headed.
One sec.
One moment, please.
One moment, please.
Where are you checking?
I don't remember if anybody did that or not, so that's what I'm checking.
I did.
Okay.
What, in the room she was in?
No, the room.
No,
the
other
room's
room.
to the north.
I'll look in a minute. I'm sorry, I'm on a different map right now. I'm
Oh,
having
okay. No
to
problem.
get the next map ready.
Mm-hmm.
He told me I
Desiree,
didn't find anything, but that doesn't
Sure.
necessarily mean.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yep.
We'll be with you.
Because I think
So
it's
this looks like it goes down
Recalculating.
to the next level.
Recalculating. Let's see.
I was like, because if it looks like it's going down to the next level, I don't think we're ready to go down to the next level yet.
They
No,
don't go
we're not.
down, they
Wait.
go up.
Oh, they
Looks like
go
it
up.
goes up. It looks like it looks like to me it goes up and they both go up. Never mind.
Indeed. 10, hold on. Where in the hell do those stairs come up at? Let's see.
Over there. Over there.
I think the stairs come up over there.
I have to go back to this room and I have to.
Mm-hmm. Get back to
Let's see. That thing. Let's see. So F10. Okay. What's Ultra's
No.
Ultra? Yeah, there's nothing in that room, Ultra. Sorry.
Okay. Sounds good. Zoom back here on here.
F10. Where the hell's F10 at?
I'm not going to F10 my computer. I don't know what the hell that does.
Right next to F9.
Okay, I see. So I do have you guys in the right room. I did have you in the right room. Okay, so yeah, the stairs go up.
Okay.
So you guys gonna do anything with it, or?
I mean, if they go up, I think let's follow them up. I wouldn't go down a level, but I'd be willing to check to see where they go up. We've been up.
Mm-hmm.
True.
All right, so you go up. And there you are. You've been in this room before. This is the room where you fought. Originally, you fought this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Papa?
And here is your description. Anchored shackles and fetters line the north and west walls, and bloodstains obscure the stone floor. At the east and south, 2 sets of double doors lead out of the room. 2 steep staircases beside each one of them lead further below.
So this is right over by the tavern.
You're very
Mhm.
close to the tavern. Yep. This is probably
Exactly.
the way what's his name went out. Her name went out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's
Let's-
go back down then.
Let's go back down.
Going down.
Then in that case, I think let's head over here. And check this lower area.
Goodness, he's moving like a jibby. Look at him go. I like Kingmaker because the Kingmaker text blocks have a little bubble next to them, and I can just click on the bubble and it automatically shares it instead of having to copy paste. But this old prison block has been converted into a makeshift barracks with several shoddy cots pushed into the cells and against the walls. The 3 cell doors have all been chained open. Footlockers sit near each cot.
Well, I'd like to go into each of the footlockers.
Yep.
Well, you're seeking, you're finding nothing. However, in each of the 7 footlockers, you find 3d6 silver in each one. So
Sweet. We can use that to throw at the guys.
Yep.
actually, let's see if I can drag it onto the map.
We'll drop that silver in some acid and just throw the acid bomb at him with the silver in it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Assuming you're going to look at all 3. So,
Mm.
you
Yeah.
know what?
Yeah. Well,
Should be able to just roll. Let's see. 21d6. Let's see if that works. Oh, cool. It did. There we go. So you have 74 silver pieces. So I can just add that to the party sheet.
That would be expedient.
74 silver pieces. There you go. This is obviously, this room does have a brimstone-y smell. This is where the devils came from.
This is where the fun starts. So
okay, I'm going to listen in at the door while everyone else is searching the rest of the room, or the Eidolon's going to listen in at the door.
Let's see. Where's the secret door? Oh. Let me pause for a second. Aha.
ho ho hee hee.
On the other side of this door, you find Elminster.
I fixed it. Sorry. I had something set up wrong
Really?
that I had to fix real quick. All right. So yeah, you hear nothing behind the door. It does not appear to be trapped, and it does not appear to be locked.
Okay, this area seems this door seems quiet once you guys get a good look through the rest of the
Yep.
room.
What are you guys gonna do?
I think when you guys are ready, I'm ready to open the door.
There doesn't
I'm gonna
appear
hide
to be any other
corner.
way out of it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm ready.
Wait, that's Troy in the corner. That's
Nobody-
Troy in the spotlight. Look, there's lots of cobwebs.
All right. So you open the door.
He steps in.
He steps in, and as he
What
steps
does
on
he
that
step in?
spot, a frightful moan echoes through the room, and a hoarse telepathic voice shouts, "Get out!"
Going in now.
Hold on.
Let me...
HOARSE or HORSE?
A horse is a horse. Unless it's Mr.
I gotta know. Get out!
Actually, I'll do it as a target instead. Target,
There.
target, 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 target. I'll roll some damage. Okay, it targeted all of you. Now I need all of you to try to make the save that I just threw out. Still need Shishni to roll.
Working on it. Sorry.
All right, is everyone happy with their rolls?
No.
No, but I'm not going to use a
Is
hero point
anybody
on it.
using a hero point?
No.
All right, so Roland, you get the worst of you in the Eidolon, right?
Yes.
The Eidolon succeeded, but you failed. So nobody crit succeeded, nobody crit failed. So let's do the ones that succeeded first. Eltros is the only PC that succeeded. So Eltros will only take half the mental damage.
Ow.
Everyone else will take full damage.
As the spirit of Mr. Ed comes back and shoves a carrot up your ass.
Did you all hear the sounds of hate?
We
All
did.
right. All right. And at the same time, hold on, let me, as you suddenly see a glowing spot on the floor.
Oh, my wife told me we have to leave here and close the door.
Okay.
Actually, she told me I should close my office door, but you know.
Yeah, well, whatever.
You all heard this frightful moan in your head screaming, "Get out!" Sort of like in Amityville Horror. And you took some damage. Oh, and creatures who fail to save must immediately leave the room and can't willingly re-enter it for 1 minute, 1 hour in a
But
critical phase.
I haven't
So-
entered the room.
No, but Gimboth failed, so Gimboth feels compelled to leave the room. Everybody feels compelled to not go into that room at all, except for Eltros, who made his save.
So, do I have to wait for my turn to leave the room, I will assume?
Yes. Yes, you have to wait for your turn.
I assume the Eidolon's following oh yeah, I guess I'm making the order. I'm not going to send them in there.
All right. Well, there's nothing to fight. There's just this glowing rune on the floor. All right, Eltros, what you gonna do?
It is called, what's it called? It's called this. I swear I targeted it.
Oh, why the hell did we do? Sorry.
Okay.
You don't necessarily have to do initiatives. It's not a complex trap, but I do because it's an encounter. I'm going to go ahead and leave it in encounter format.
Okay.
So, but nothing's going to happen on its turn.
Okay.
It's not complex. So.
All right. Take the second roll. That should have been targeted. So I targeted it the second time, and then I'm going to recall knowledge.
All right.
What do I know?
What's your lore skill? Let's see.
That's a damn good question. Nil to none, probably.
Let's see. It's magic, so it would probably be Arcana.
Okay.
So you know that it is a magical trap.
Okay.
What do you want to know about it?
How did this? Okay. Well, what kind of? Okay. Well, it's mental damage, right? We figured that part out.
Yep, it does mental damage. You can tell it's not a complex trap. It will reset
It will reset.
over a certain period of time. You don't know when, but for now, its magic is spent. But
Okay.
you do know that anyone who fails cannot enter the room.
Enter the room. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I will at least give that information to everybody. And is there anything that I can actually cast on somebody that actually might help? Stabilize for anybody who's dying. No, that's not it.
Nobody's dying, I don't think, to do that much damage.
Exactly. That's all I can think of. I can't disarm any traps. I don't. Is there anything that other than just disarming, anything I can do to destroy it or whatever?
You would have to make a perception check,
Okay.
and you have to be expert at perception.
So you're saying I end my turn? Good.
All right, Gimboth, you have to get out of the room.
All right, and I have to get quite a ways out of the room because there's nowhere
There you
close. Which means, once I'm out, am I okay to be able to look back at the trap?
Yeah, you just can't go into the room.
Right. So in that case, I am going to try to do a perception
right?
check.
Most of you should be expert on perception by now, I would think. But
I am
Not it.
expert. I'll do a
I'm not.
blind GM perception roll. I did target the thing. I don't know if that did what you needed.
unfortunately, that's not quite high enough.
Okay. I will go ahead and end my turn.
Especially.
So I felt this wave of mental anguish.
Correct.
Can I try to disarm it, or do I have to see it first?
You have to identify the trap and figure out how to disarm it first, and that's what the
Okay.
perception check is for.
Yep. I cannot do it. My perception is only trained. So
Okay,
I will
Roland.
just step out of the way.
Okay. The both of us are gonna. I start to command the Eidolon to go in and just stop, and then the both of us are gonna take a look into it, acting together, and see what we can figure out about the trap.
All right.
Oh,
I'm going to be
I
AFK
didn't-
for just a
oops.
minute.
The
I forgot.
Eidolon is able to figure it out.
Okay.
The Eidolon, this is a painful suggestion trap. There's only two ways. It's very similar to the light trap in the other room. You either use thievery to remove the rune without triggering it, or you use dispel magic to dispel the rune. And it looks like it has a reset of about 1 hour. So it will not trigger again for an hour. And as soon as the minute's gone, people can move through the room, but it'll reset after 1 hour unless you guys get rid of it.
Okay. I communicate this out, and is this a trap that looks like it would need thieves' tools to try to break?
Just gonna take you guys out of combat for now. You could use thief tools to try to erase the rune
Okay.
without triggering it, or dispel magic are the only two ways to get rid of it.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. So I can't have the Eidolon take a shot at it then.
No, yeah, you would need thieves tools. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, since we got time, I'm not going to try to throw dispel magic at it then.
Right. So if you want to wait the minute, now you guys can freely move into the room.
Yeah, and if he's explained to me how to be able to do it, I'll go ahead and move up and try to disarm it.
All right, click on it and try your, here, I'll put a thievery check in there. Just realize if you critically fail, you will set it off again. Would you like to use a hero point?
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
33 is a success. So now I got to do this again. Let's
I mean, whatever you thought you saw at the beginning, you didn't see at the beginning. It was a figment of your imagination. Must have been a glitch in the program.
And end encounter.
It was a glitch in the matrix.
And auto assign. Since it's a simple trap, you all got 8 XP for that.
All right.
All right. And now you've got a nice empty, it's a prison office. This old prison office. I don't even know if it's worth sharing the description. It's like 2 sentences, but this old prison office is full of filth and cobwebs. A single door exits to the north. Hold on. If you're exploring the room, there's the perception check.
So yeah, I am exploring the room. I'll give you a blind
Oh.
GM roll.
There we go. Congratulations, you made it by 1. You locate a secret door in the room by succeeding at a DC 28 perception check while searching. If you clean the dust and cobwebs first, the DC drops to 24. Tiny cracks form the subtle shape of a manacle and a chain on the wall. The spaces between the chain links are buttons that, when pressed, cause the secret door to slide open.
Guys, I found a thing. It's just a hand. It's walking around on its own.
Sweet.
I think there's a way using smart doors. Hold on, let me look at smart doors.
They're just hanging tough out there. Sorry, I had to say it because,
Because that's who Troy is. All right, smart doors.
That's just the kind of guy I am this week.
Alt left. So let me hover over it. Well, that doesn't do shit. Let's see. All right. Ooh, hero point.
Does
Should not have given everyone a hero point.
it did not.
Okay. I'm just gonna have to do it the hard way. That module doesn't work anymore. God dang it. It was a cool module. But yeah, this is what I had to change earlier because it was a regular door. There we go. You find the door. It's right there.
Are you sure that looks ajar to me?
Mm-hmm.
Your wife's right. Fuck off. I'm just kidding.
Before we go through, any chance somebody would like to, I don't know, heal me a little bit?
I want to see how far you can get on your current hit points.
I mean, I can continue on. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to say like a 10-minute break, or do you want to say let's just get some healing potions in you and go from there?
Well, how is everybody else feeling as well?
They're all hanging tough.
Oh.
Again, sorry.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Like, do we feel it as a party, it would be beneficial to take a little break and heal up before we explore deeper through a secret passage? Or do we feel like we feel like we're okay and we can just go ahead and roll on out?
I think it'd be beneficial to stay here for about a half hour. Because you're there every 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's be honest. I haven't died yet this game.
Oh, well.
And
You have died in a few games.
like I said, I haven't died yet this game. All right, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are ready.
I don't care about anyone else.
That's why I said whenever you're ready. I didn't say I'm leaving now. But when you're ready, I will be ready as well.
He's a blood lord.
Uh-oh.
Ah! Ah!
Only for 3 to 5 days a month.
Holy shit.
And who was that against?
Senate
Me.
just voted to cancel the tariffs on Canada. Yes. Boom.
Can they cancel them on their own? I hope they can. I'm just wondering.
Well, they have to pass. Well, they passed a measure to terminate Trump's tariffs on Canada. So that's cool. Unbelievable, but cool. And Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul were actually the two that voted against it. Crazy. All right. Yeah, Mitch has got nothing to lose. All right. So, did you fix your faux pas? No, I guess
Inboss
not yet.
says he's ready, and I
How's rolling?
healed myself and then
Position heal
used the
thyself.
healing pot.
How long are you guys doing your thing?
We were going to spend about half an hour here.
All right. I just
So I
figured
can
it's
do
about
3
time
of
to
them.
roll a D. It was about time to check for random.
And so
I kind of like just pulling monsters out of the thing, rolling a random letter, and
Because
maybe
that's
Asmodeus
me with the coroner.
Roland.
Asmodeus will appear.
Thank you.
Yep. Eltros, you want a pot?
A pot or some pot?
Sure.
Thomas.
Either one.
I'm targeting myself.
How about you, Gimboff? You want a pot?
Nope, I'm good. Let's save those
All
for
right.
when we really need them.
Alrighty then.
Okay. Nice. So
All right.
one wand with one charge on it and one wand, and I can still use those wands.
Yep.
So.
All right, we are ready to go. All right.
All right. You all know what to do. Ah! Ah!
I found a door.
Couldn't be helped. What is it, little girl? Good Lord.
Is it really a jar?
Oh, it is. And it's in your mouth.
And there's another door farther up the hallway. But let's check this door first.
Hold on. I need to do one thing.
Okay, I will give you the seek check for the door anyway.
All right.
You deal with it when you want.
You hear nothing. The door does not appear to be trapped. And it's not locked.
All right.
Game's paused.
Troy, you're one of those people that says you can turn your turn signal off, aren't you? It had to be.
Yes. Why wouldn't you?
In fact, I've
But I
told
mean-
all of my children that because I've taught all of them how to drive.
Troy would say it though when he's not driving. Let's see.
Well, if I'm teaching my kids to drive, I wasn't driving.
I see. Well, doing that to me is a good way to get punched in the face. Just saying. All right. So
Eltros, you gonna join us?
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay.
the flat black walls of this chamber reflect an eerie emptiness. An open trapdoor against the east wall leads to a narrow crawl space.
Why they gotta be black?
Actually, let's just do that. That helps too.
All right. I'll take a step in, take a look around. So we've got a trap door. Leads to a narrow crawl space. There is a door to the south, everyone.
Okay.
But I'm going to go ahead and move along to the trap door and see if I can look in to the crawl space.
All right. So,
So and so.
let's see, the crawl space. Let's see.
I'm sorry, I got sidetracked. Are you wanting us to stay back or to come in?
I didn't say one way or the other.
Okay.
I walked into a room and I went and looked at a crawl space. Anything that you might or might not have seen before was non-existent. It didn't happen. You see an empty room. There's a crawl space.
Cool. Doesn't tell me where the crawl space goes. All right. Let's open the actual module.
It goes up. Oh, wait.
In fact, it has nothing about the crawl space. Let's see. Open Abomination vaults. Let's see.
It's just a garbage.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on, why aren't you responding?
There's a perfectly good couch in here.
Hmm.
Come on, Chewie. Let's take it back to the ship.
What the fuck's wrong with you people? Let's see.
The list is long.
You haven't seen that episode of Family Guy, have you?
All right.
I haven't seen
let's
any
see.
episodes of them.
Yeah.
There's an episode of Family Guy where they're kind of spoofing on Star Wars, and they fall down the trash chute, and they find a good couch in the trash chute, and they take it back to the Millennium Falcon.
Okay. So you guys are all in the room. So let's see.
This
Is
time
it-
you should have stayed out, Eltros.
Like I said, anything that you thought you might have seen earlier wasn't actually a thing that you saw. It was all a figment of your imagination.
Exactly. Since I didn't see what I didn't see,
Exactly.
I decided to come in. Right.
Ooh, cool. So let's
Because that is the right answer. Because that's exactly what our characters would have done.
Mm-hmm. I thought I heard something, but no, I didn't. So
the crawl space appears just to go off to the east, due east.
Yeah.
It goes down about 20 feet and goes to the due east. Let's see.
Okay.
And suddenly,
well,
Who turned
We're
out the
all-
lights?
we all die.
the room gets really dark.
Must be time for a fire. Light it up.
Lighten up.
And you hear a voice in common say, "How dare you come into my sanctum? And one of you carries the whispering reeds. Blasphemy!" And we go into initiative. So
How
let me
dare
do
you
this.
put your
Wait.
study here?
Someone brought the bagpipes?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's see. What are my options? God, it's got all the spells figured out. All right. Let's see.
Who brought the It wasn't me. I didn't bring him in. Don't get mad at me. I didn't
What?
bring him in.
What didn't you bring in?
The whispering.
So that spell is gone. All right. Just had to get rid of the spell. Ah, yes.
What did he say we brought in that he didn't like?
The whispering. Reeds.
Whispering reeds.
Ah, okay.
Who is carrying the book? I know it's on your inventory. It's in
What
your
book is
party
that?
sheet. The Whispering Reeds. It's one of the
Oh.
unholy books you found that you couldn't find a seller for.
Mm-hmm.
Probably me. I think I had all the books once upon a time, and I moved them there to save weight.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
There's
there
no
they
one-
are.
I think that book might have
Oh.
been one I was specifically carrying because of the
It's too bulk.
interest of my patron.
Okay.
All right.
But let me see if
Could
it,
be.
no, I would have needed to hand it off to someone else after reading this weapon. It would have been too clunky to carry around.
I can carry it then. So, because I got a spacious pouch.
Ow, shimmy! God damn it. All right, let's
Hold
see.
on. Hold on. Let me grab the book and put it into my container. Does that add to my...
Well, that was loud.
A lot of
Oh,
noise.
because I
It
think
was all
the
for you.
spacious... Let's see.
All right. Let's see. I imagine it's a tour. Let's see. That's definitely what we'll do.
Oh.
All right. Great, you've lost connection with the server. Perfect timing. All right, you all should have saving throws. Because suddenly it's dark, but you almost sense like an unholy sphere of just energy just blast you all.
I don't see any saving throw.
Nope.
Let me. Do you see it now?
Yep.
Let's see. Choose an alignment. The alignment would be good. Is there anyone in the party who's not good?
Well, good doesn't exist anymore, so
Well, okay, that's true.
I'm an atheist. Does
So
that
yeah,
count?
no, you all will take the damage.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
probably.
still don't see
Yeah.
anything to roll.
uh
There we go.
so yeah, try scrolling
Sorry.
down.
I had to scroll down.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing.
I presume this is one of those things that would have been changed over to
I'm
what's
sure
it called?
there's another version of it, I'm sure. I just don't want to really take the time to look it up right now. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna hero point the Eidolon saving throw once
All
I
right.
get circled around. Oh,
All right.
Krishni and I, on the other hand,
Yep.
have decided we'd like to take damage again.
Well, one of you I've got good news. The other one I've got really bad news.
Pretty sure I'm really bad news.
One
Well, yours is
failed.
one lower than mine, so it would have to be.
Okay, let me look at the Eidolon. Is that the Eidolon's new role?
yes.
Still a fail. All right.
I have a
So,
feeling I'm going for a jog.
Eltros and Roland saved, but because the Eidolon failed, Roland basically failed. So, Roland will take. So, let's start with the critical fail. Critical fail is Shushni. Shushni
Me.
takes double damage.
Ow.
It hurts. And
Mein
because you
Leben.
critically failed, you are also sickened 2
My labia.
and slowed.
Slowed 1?
Good lord.
He's sickened 2 and slowed 1. As long as
Ooh.
he's sickened, he will be slowed.
Ugh.
All right. The Eidolon failed and Gimboth failed, so you just take full damage. But the Eidolon's the one that's sickened, not roll.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's the Eidolon. The Eidolon's the one in the middle of the room. All right. So the Eidolon is sickened. And then Eltros only takes half damage because Eltros saved.
This Eltros is special.
Okay. And that
What kind of damage was it?
spell. What kind of damage was it? Let's see. The spell is called Divine Wrath. So now I'm going to look up the remaster changes, Divine Wrath. Let's
Because if it's
see.
electricity damage, wait.
Divine Wrath has not been redone
Mm.
in the remaster, so it would be as regular Divine Wrath. Divine Wrath, you channel the fury of your deity against foes of the opposed alignment. Well, it's an unholy thing. You guys are all good.
We're all holy. Yeah.
You all have good deities or whatever.
We're at least good adjacent.
Sorry.
There are
Archive's
no
method is saying
deities.
it's spirit damage.
It doesn't say what kind of damage it is. Hold on.
Yeah. Sorry. Archives and Ethos is calling it spirit damage, and it does say that there's a remastered version of Divine Wrath.
Maybe it's still called Divine Wrath, but
Yeah.
it's not in theirs. So it is spirit damage. You're all living, so you all take it.
Mm-hmm.
But that only took 2 actions to cast, so it still has an action left.
It hurts.
Mind labia.
Oh,
Does it hurt your labia?
Yes.
And hold on, let me roll a d4. Let's roll a d6. It's not Shishni's lucky day.
Shocker.
Right?
Damn.
Why can't I select it? Let's see. All right, let's. I think part of the problem is I got too many damn templates. Let's see.
What? So who's playing Counter-Strike? Hold on. I gotta see who's playing Counter-Strike.
Okay, that was the wrong template. All right. Oh, I see where it is. All right. Let me go back to that darkness effect real quick. Let's see.
Oh, damn it. I can see. I can't see. Damn it.
All right, and it's there. All right.
Okay.
Hold on. Where'd it go? Did I just delete it? God damn it.
Hopefully.
What about the 24 damage I did to it?
It's there. I just gotta find the damn thing.
I'm trying, guys. I'm trying.
I know, right? Well, yeah, after I cast that haste on you, yeah, you were.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, we didn't delete me.
We kicked it. You kicked some serious butt.
and that frightened 4 and sickened 4. Oh man, did I get lucky on that one.
Okay, so it's still its turn. Sorry. All right, let's go back. Not sure how I deleted it, but. And it will strike.
That's a bad sound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know, it sounded like the alarm on a submarine.
Bye-bye.
Why did it have everyone targeted? Let's see.
Probably because you were casting the spell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it still had everyone targeted. Sorry. All right.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna get rid of these jelly beans.
There's really only one way to get rid of jelly beans.
And they're all,
Hi, guys.
they're all red jelly beans. What the hell did you do that for?
Now, you had everybody targeted. The critical hit was against Shushni, right?
Yes, it
Not just a normal hit?
was a critical hit against Shushni, but I think I rolled critical damage. Let me look and see. The game is very confused right now. Let's see.
It
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
should have been 2d8 plus 8 doubled, which would have been 48. So yeah, you only took 31 points.
Oh, was that all?
And you're resistant to electricity, so you didn't lose everything.
Oh, now I gotta pick it all back up.
Yeah, sure. Well, if you want, I can add the damage again. And that's the end of its turn. So now it is. Oh, for God's sake, why did it move Shushni? All right.
Because Shushni died
Died.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's
or
right.
went down.
All right, Shushni, you're up. You're in
Yay.
pitch black. You just got hit by some spirit damage, which I imagine feels like getting your soul sucked out.
But you shouldn't be prone, wounded, and off guard.
Yeah,
Right.
let me.
I'm working on it.
You shouldn't be wounded.
Still
either.
sickened, still slowed,
Mm-hmm.
not prone.
Yeah,
we
there you go. Sickened and slowed.
Okay.
Sickened, slow, sparked, and having your spirit sucked out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Which is the new turn of phrase for the chrome off of a trailer hitch.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I do believe
I don't know.
that
Every
I will do this first.
trailer hitch I see, it's always rusted.
I know, because somebody was practicing.
Oh,
Exactly.
don't take that, Roland. Sorry.
Yeah,
I can't take that, can I?
Just add the 28 to yourself.
I'm working on it.
I made a big mistake with those other two will-o-wisps. I just realized. Oh well, too late now.
That's,
I won't make the mistake on this one. Yeah, choice fireballs wouldn't have even hurt them. Oh well. They're magic. They're immune to most magic. Whoops.
Oops.
Oh well.
I'm surprised the game didn't recognize that.
Maybe I'll just have them show up in this one.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
They played
Probably
dead.
didn't. I probably admit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not immune to fire, you would have never
So
known. Mm-hmm.
let's see. You're throwing in full darkness. Let's see.
Yep. I missed because he's invisible. But it is bottled sunlight, so I don't know if it counteracts the darkness or not.
Well, what I'm also wondering is if the splash would hit you too, since it's right next to you. How can you control the splash if you can't even see, if you're in total darkness? But let's look and see what does bottled sunlight say. Let's see.
Here, let's.
don't you essentially make your splash into a cone?
Yeah.
We got to look at bottled sunlight.
There you go. In chat.
I see it.
2d4 vitality damage and 2 vitality splash, as well as 2d4 fire damage. Harms only undead or creatures with void healing. If he's vulnerable to sunlight, he takes extra. It doesn't say it would counteract.
No, it doesn't say anything about actually causing. Hold on.
There's an action above it to shake.
Baking the bottle induces a chemical reaction that causes it to glow.
Yeah, which makes
Right.
it.
During this hour, it can be thrown like a bomb.
That's all right. I threw it. If
Yeah.
need be, I can shake it next round. I've got a couple more.
All right, so let's see how much damage it takes. It'd just be a splash, right?
Right.
It seemed to take It's unaffected by the vitality. Wait a minute. It should have just been the splash.
And yeah, the splash is only 4.
It took no damage because it's unaffected by vitality.
All right. That ends my turn.
Yeah,
I
because you're
thought-
slowed. Yeah, so you would have
Yeah.
only gotten 2 actions. All right, Gimboth.
All right, so at the moment, I don't have much of an idea where the thing is because I wasn't hit by it.
You heard a crash over here next to the wall, but that's
Yeah, that means nothing. Somebody in pure darkness ran into a wall.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and
broke the bomb.
I'm gonna target it and seek to see if I can figure out at all where it
Tim is
might
going to
be.
crawl through the crawl space. Let's see.
That doesn't sound like a bad idea. Bam.
So I'm gonna seek to see if I can't locate it.
Let me look at its stealth. All right. You do not hear it, and you cannot even figure out what square it's in.
Okay.
However, does anyone in your party have +5 or less on their stealth?
5 or less?
Yes.
I believe
No.
that myself and the Eidolon do, but let me check.
I have a 14 stealth.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm actually trained in stealth. Never mind.
No.
Oh wait, no. Hold on.
Argentinian is untrained in stealth, so
Yeah.
Yeah, Argentinian and Eltros it only has a +2.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So you see things there. You don't necessarily know who they are, though. The problem is you can't really distinguish friend from foe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, I mean, with that being the case, I'm not just going to make a blind, guess or attack at something because Mama Gimboth didn't raise no fools. Well, I don't know about my brothers and sisters, but
Didn't raise them.
that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. No, that doesn't help me. I really don't know that I have much of anything I can do, so I'm going to go ahead and no, that's not supposed to go to that guy. What the?
You targeted him.
That's true. I wouldn't have known where he was, so I'm taking my 9. Gimboth is healed for 9 damage. I took out a potion, I drank it, and
You're having the time of your life.
that'll be it for me.
All right, Roland.
So I am going, for the act together, I am going to try to identify magic and try to figure out whether this is actually a magical effect around us or not. Essentially, whether this is actually a spell or something else weird.
right.
So I'm not seeing a general identify magic button. I'm only seeing the ones under each thing, but I know that's not correct because it depends on the tradition of the spell that it's cast from.
Right.
Do you know where the generic one might be? Or actually, I'll just use basic action macros.
Yep. I think if you use basic, it just rolls all of them.
Where is it?
It's probably under. Is it under exploration? Maybe no.
No. Okay. I'm gonna give a, where is it? A recall knowledge? Is there the generic button for that?
I would just use the identify magic skill.
Okay.
Just use the one that you have the school of.
Okay.
Actually, I'll tell you, it's religion.
Religion.
Yep.
What else? Oh. Okay, it did do it as hidden.
Let's see. You're rolling against a DC. Yeah, it's only a level to second rank spell. I think you would get it with a 24. It's a darkness spell. It is
Okay.
a spell.
It is a spell. Okay.
Yes, it is.
Then I am going to attempt to dispel it. Oh,
All
oh,
right.
as part of the act together, the Eidolon is going to throw up.
All right.
The second has the Fortitude prompt, so I'm going to try to use that.
Okay. There you go.
no.
24. Let's see. Let me see what the DC of. What made you sick? It was the big spell, right?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. That is a fail, so he did not
Okay.
throw it up.
Okay, then. Use Dispel from my actual slot. Hero pointing that.
All right. What's
Wait,
Blazing
what did-
Bolt doing on there?
Eltros put that out there.
Oh my. There we go. Reroll
should be
using a hero point.
There you go.
It kind of glitched and put the.
All right, so 19. It
We-
goes against the DC of the spell.
We don't have the plus 10 for hero points.
It should be there. I have that option turned on. Let's see. And we'll worry about it
It's
later.
only if you roll under a 10.
Yeah, I rolled a 5, as we could see, 14 and 5.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Rolled a 4 the first time and a 5 the second time. Yep.
Let's check.
Nice.
Let's check that. House rule settings. God damn it. When did that change? Fuck. Somehow it got turned off. Let's see. That's turned back on now. So we'll just add 10 to it. Be a 29. That just beats the DC of the spell. So you counteract if the target is rank 4 or less on a success. And the darkness is a rank 2. So yes, the darkness is dispelled.
And that's my turn.
However, while it was dark when it attacked, so no one would see where it would still be concealed. All right, Eltros. Too bad you waited too long to cast that. Or is that what you're doing?
That's what I'm doing now.
All right, cool.
So now I have deep sight, which actually I have greater dark vision.
I know, but you know the darkness is gone, right?
Right, but
Yeah.
that might be able to see. Am I able
If it
to?
comes, if it happens again.
Right.
Yeah, but dark vision doesn't allow you to see like invisible things, I don't think. Even
Correct.
greater
Nope.
dark vision. So yeah,
Correct.
you still don't see it, but if it does
Right,
get
right.
dark again, you'll be able
Right.
to see the magical darkness.
But I can try to do a seek
You can.
against that. It's imprecise, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Okay, and okay, so I just go ahead and hit seek. Blind GM plus 105. So I should be able to see it.
Yeah, that sounds like the correct circumstance bonus.
Exactly. Unless I
You
roll
do
a 1.
not see anything.
I rolled a 1. Okay, well, I tried.
You didn't roll a 1.
I know. Well, with my 105 plus.
You rolled an 8.
Chuck is completely ignoring our conversation. He's not engaging.
Yeah, that's the only thing that keeps me sane. Let's see. All right, let's see. Oh, what does that do?
Heals everyone in the party.
It's Dimension Door.
Sweet.
Damn, Jeff's excited. All right, let's see.
I mean, it seems like everything else on this floor has had Dimension Door.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I like Dimension Door. Let's see.
Of course, everything's Dimension Door has gone right to this crawl space. So if we go into the crawl space, all of it comes back out.
But I was gonna throw up in the crawl space.
All right.
The Dimension Door opens back up above you, the throw up comes right back onto you, and you get sickened again.
Nice.
Son of a bitch!
It's targeting you, and let's see. Let's do this. I need will saves from everyone. Do you see it in chat? Of course you do.
Now we do.
Now we do.
There you go.
Fear.
I will save, but will I save?
I get a hero
Probably
point
not.
left.
Oh, somebody rolled worse than I did.
Holy shit! This is
Oh, there
Uh,
is. Yeah, but it's Elder. Yeah.
to quote Steve Buscemi in Armageddon. This is a fucking Greek tragedy. All right,
Yep.
let's see.
Hold on.
Well, poor Roland.
Hold on.
It's okay. So he's the
Wow.
worst of the two, right?
For damage. Anything
Okay.
that's not damage gets applied to the two.
Each of you
As-
separately.
Yep.
I think it's time for Eltros to fail. All the successes he's been having.
Yeah, you know, I had 1 hero point left, so I'm like,
Well,
yeah.
Shushni and Gimboth critically failed. So
Yup. Without any doubt in my mind.
Shushni is
Fleeing for
frightened
1
3 and fleeing 1.
Yep.
Or does it show you what happens?
yeah, when you revealed it to us, it shows us the spell results.
All right.
Frightened 3 and fleeing for 1 round.
Yep. Bye bye, guys. Let me out of here.
The Eidolon saved. So is frightened 1. Eltros. Actually, the Eidolon critically saved. So the
So then
Eidolon
roll on that 20.
is not frightened. Shishni, let's see. Eltros saved and Roland saved. So no one just failed. Everyone that failed critically failed. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. So Eltros and Roland are both frightened.
Shushni do run, run, run. She do run, run.
And the Eidolon's not afraid at all. All right, and then it will attack again. It's kind of mad because you know who. Shushni.
Well, I'm already running. What do you want?
You aren't running yet. You're just scared.
Well, I'm running.
And if
May
you're
not see
scared,
it yet, but I'm running.
say you're scared.
So now that it attacked, everyone can see kind of a shape floating about 10 feet above and to the right of Shushni. So I will currently make it hidden instead of invisible. So let's see.
Okay.
Or concealed, I guess. All right, and it's Shushni's turn. With fleeing,
we
you don't
go.
have a choice. You have to
Right.
flee. So, yeah. And you're only going to go the way you've been before. You're not going to go a
Yep.
new way. I don't think you can go. Why is it red?
I
Oh,
don't know.
because
Showing
you.
the
It's
third
the
increment.
third. It's the third action.
But you're slowed, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I can only go to here.
Yeah, that's why it turned red. Wow, that's cool. It takes that into account.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome. All right, you spend your whole round running. All right. At the end of your turn, your frightened condition should drop by 1.
It
And
did,
your fleeing goes
and my
away.
fleeing did not go away, so I will take care of that.
All right.
Okay.
Gimboth moves.
Gimbal, on the other hand,
Gimbal is gone.
is fast.
Mhm.
Let's watch this. This will be fun.
I gotta zoom out on the map so I can follow his line.
All right, my fleeing is gone. My frightened should automatically decrease, right?
It should,
Nope.
but
We'll find out.
Mine did not.
It did not, so I'll go ahead and decrease it by 1.
I'm going to have to go to.
Shit.
I think some of the settings got altered when they did an update
Probably.
because
Okay.
it's the same module. Let's see.
It's all right. We can play through this.
Can I
Automatically decrease the frightened condition each round. Okay, I just turned that on. All right.
Can I tell that Eltros is frightened?
Probably. I mean,
You could tell
Yeah, I
that
would-
Shushni and Gimboth were frightened.
Eltros looks like he's about to drop a brick, so yeah, probably.
Well, you would think you could tell we were frightened, or you could just tell that we bravely ran away, brave Sir Robin.
Yeah. Shushni was tired of getting hit when I'm not even carrying the book.
Sorry, let me try that again.
Don't be sorry.
Okay, so I am going to put the shield effect on Eltros. And for the alternate amp, I'm going to attempt to counteract that frightened condition. On Eltros.
Guys, I got to take a quick AFK. Hopefully I'll be back for my turn. If not, basically, I'm going to spend my next turn moving back to the room.
Yeah, we gotta try to get
Um,
this
how
thing
do-
over quick. So
Yeah, I'll be right back.
How do I get a?
it's past quitting time. So
They didn't give me a counteract check, so I'm gonna get my character sheet and.
there
find
should be a
where-
way to do a counteract check probably under extras or I don't know. Let's see.
Initiative, recall. There's the recall knowledge, but
I mean, I don't even know if your sheet has a counteract check on it or not. Let's see.
well, at the very least, it's the same as a spell attack, so I can.
Yeah, it would be. Yep. Mm.
Okay, so this is for the counteract check
For the fear.
for the fear. Yes, and this is coming from a rank 4 effect.
Okay, let's see. DC 28. You did not roll high enough. It's a fail. And what does a fail do? It does.
It would
Level-
be 3 or it would be 3 or less, level 3 or less.
Well, it is a rank 3, so I guess that would offset it. So yeah, you do offset it since it is a rank 3 spell. Or is it the
Okay.
caster?
It's the rank of the spell itself.
Yeah, then yes, you beat the spell.
Okay, so go ahead and remove the frightened off Veltros.
Of
Done.
course, it's going to go away in a round anyway. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
But I'm
Okay,
up,
so
I'm
now
up next. So
so now where is it?
it is.
Or-
It should
Or if we lost
be-
track of it again?
God damn, where'd it go? I'm not seeing it either. Hold on. Is
You
it
said he
still-
was floating 10 feet up. So I ran.
Hold on, let me.
Right.
There it is. Hold on. There it is. It was actually like above and to the left. So there. There it is.
Okay, now that so it was 10 feet up and to the
It's-
left, so
It still is 10 feet up. Yeah.
so it's not going to be in reach, is it?
I don't know. Do you have what for the Eidolon?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was
Oh.
close enough to reach.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's just
Should automatically.
ignore that flat check.
All right.
Sorry. Okay, so Eidolon, switch targets, and then we bite.
It said it beat the flat check, but oh, the attack itself missed.
Oh boy.
That's right. She has a really high AC. Forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And then
That is also a miss. That is
That is
also a
definitely a
miss.
okay, then
Missed
for
it.
the last action,
Mhm.
the Eidolon will try to retch again.
All right. Nope.
Okay.
Ultros.
Okay. Well, all I have is magic stuff. I don't think that's gonna work. I know that's not gonna work. I probably ain't gonna be able to hit it. Her, whatever.
She looks like that.
Okay,
Mm.
negative Nancy. Light up the room. Half of us ran out anyway.
She's
Exactly.
gonna feed on fear.
Oops. Yeah.
No oops allowed.
Yeah, I know it. Okay. I don't know why it did that.
Flat check. He can see
I
it.
know, but I still have to attack first before I get a. Yeah, great. No, that missed.
Yep.
Roland, you want to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shut the door on your way out.
Oops, I can only go 25. Sorry. So go move me back
Shut
one.
the door on Roland and the Eidolon. Leave them to their
Check it.
fate.
Yeah, I wish I could, but I could only leave. I can't shut the door at the same time.
That'll give you time.
Mhm.
Time
Exactly.
to get away. Ooh, is it her turn again?
Mhm.
I think she's gonna chase Shushni
Mhm.
because she
I'm
likes
not-
me so much.
Roland, you cast spells, don't you?
Yes.
Let's
Probably
see.
realized I was the one that dispelled the darkness.
Hmm.
All right. So number 1, you're within 15 feet. So she will do that. She will do feed on magic. Creature who casts spells within 15 feet. She feeds on the creature's magic. She regains some hit points, and you must make a will save. So I'm sending a will save to Roland.
I presume that this doesn't have the manipulate trait.
It does not.
Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good. So you succeed. Okay, so she will heal. Oh. Not that she's hurt, so she doesn't really need it. So that doesn't matter. But since you succeeded, the first time that you cast a spell before the start of her next turn, the spell is disrupted unless you make a flat check.
Okay.
So if you had failed, like if you critically failed, it would apply each time you cast a spell within the next minute.
Ooh.
In other words, and also she doubles the hit points. Now she is going to cast a spell. We'll see if it has manipulate or not. Let's see.
I take an attack of opportunity.
Well, he probably will, but she doesn't know if you are a divine caster or not. So she will cast a spell. Where is it? There it is.
Yeah, because she hasn't had the time to identify the spell I did cast.
Okay, so you can take an attack of op if you want. This does have the manipulate trait.
Okay.
You have to critically succeed, though, for it to disrupt. Ooh.
Oh.
Too bad that 20.
Went to the wrong side.
You
Yep.
hit, and you did overcome or conceal, but you did not crit. So the spell will get off, but you do get to roll damage. And now she will hit you with a spell on you, and you need to make... Oh, did it pop a save out there? Let's see.
No.
I targeted you with a spell, I thought. Let's see. All right, well, I need you. I'll pop this out there. Do you see the save there?
I still don't.
All right. I got you targeted. Why didn't that work? All right, fine. Let's re-prepare the spell. Actually, I'll roll the I think I roll the damage first.
Yeah, and for whatever's going on, I have access to arcane and occult spells.
All right. So yeah, if you cast divine spells, it could really fuck you up. But now do you see the DC, the save? Here, let's. There
Now
you
I
go.
see it. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
and
this could hurt anyway.
And I think you're out of.
Yep.
All right, so you will take double damage. If you could cast divine spells, you would be stupefied 1 and cannot cast divine spells for 1 round. But since you don't cast divine spells, that was Crisis of Faith. All right, and that's the end of its turn. Shushni.
Okay, I am going to retch.
And by the way, your frightened should now go down each round. I turned the
Okay.
thing on, so.
I need 2 rats to try and get rid of my sickened.
If you guys can get out of the room, we'll end the counter for tonight. That way we can log off. Otherwise, we're going to have to end the encounter after this round either way.
Yeah.
What do I
I
have
am
to
planning
do?
on running.
Let's attempt a fortitude. There we go.
If it makes you feel any better, this is only a low encounter for you guys. It is not even moderate.
Why would that make us feel better?
It just got the jump on us.
Let's see, Shushni. This is against the sickened from the Divine Wrath, I believe.
Yes.
That is a fail.
And we will try again.
Since it doesn't have the attack trait, I
I
don't
don't
think
know why it's rolling a concealment check.
I don't either. That is also a fail.
Do you
Because
still
you
have
still
it
have
targeted?
targeted it, so that's why it's doing the. And you have to for that save, right?
No,
Nope.
not for
No.
a fortitude save.
Okay.
Last
Because he's
try.
not rolling. Ooh, there you go. So
So
your
that goes down
second,
1 or 2.
it would go down by 2. Well,
So
hold
I am
on.
no longer sickened.
Hold on. It beats the DC and it's a nat 20. So yes, it goes down by 2, which means the slowed also goes away.
Nice.
Load now is gone. I'll end my turn. The frightened went down by 1. All good.
Excellent. Yep. Gimboth sheepishly comes back.
Yep. Basically, I will be, working on getting back.
He's gonna step in my pile of vomit.
Don't go into the room.
Well, if I see that kind of everybody has been leaving the room, I will stop outside the room. I'll come up to here,
Okay.
outside of the room to leave people room to, come out, but to be able to help protect.
Makes sense.
I mean, I wouldn't be able to go and do anything anyway. It took my entire movement to, get here. So,
Yep.
Obviously.
Roland.
Yep, screw this.
Gimboth gets a hero point.
Congratulations,
Okay, so-
Kimball.
One action there. Roland takes the action to slam the door shut.
All right. You gonna do anything else? We're gonna at least let
Walk away.
the
Oh.
man. Jeffrey's dropping F-bombs like crazy.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize to me. I don't care. Eltros. Oh, look at Eltros going back into healing mode.
No, not her. You fucking piece of shit. I should have gone rolling.
Now-
course.
Eltros, on the other hand, does have a problem with your language.
Well, hold
Yeah.
on. Let's retarget Roland
Mhm.
and then apply the healing.
Okay. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
And
I don't think you actually healed her, so
No, God, no.
Vital.
And I'm good where I'm at.
All right. She remains in the room. So we're mostly just getting rid of the frightened conditions, and if anyone wants to try to puke.
I mean, I will go ahead and try to throw up, I guess.
Go ahead. We'll go back to your turn. There you go.
I mean, we do want to.
I imagine that's not an issue.
Okay.
2 nat 20s on cleaning the sickened up.
I am a cat. I should be an expert at hacking things up.
True.
Yes.
So sickened is gone, frightened is gone. I'm back to as normal as I ever am.
The pleasant
Alright.
old Kimball.
And would you
So
like to move?
everybody's gotten all their sickened and frightened off, right?
No.
Mhm.
The Eidolon's still sick.
All right. Well, we'll go
He
out of
is sick
initiatives.
bastard.
Mm-hmm.
You can get rid of the sickened and get rid of the frightened if you want.
All right, because we're just gonna.
I assume you'll just keep rolling. She's not going to follow you out of the room. At least not this time. And
Oh, I'm standing here at the door for a little bit to make sure that if the door opens and she tries to come out, I go, ha ha!
You go, huh?
I go, ha ha!
Is that before or after the 53 points of healing?
all right, so gather you all.
I go back in the room and go, ha ha!
Yeah.
Gather up where you guys are going to gather, and I will make sure to do my game notes.
Mhm.
Let's see, you're outside of G21.
I guess let's get ourselves in the barracks. There's some beds in
What-
there.
I'm gonna say that one spot. Yeah, right here. Well, yeah. Are you talking about basically
Here.
right
Yeah.
here? Yep.
We each get our own foot locker.
Wasn't
Yep.
this room a safe room or something like that?
It was also safer too there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's beds here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, beds, lice, creatures, other creatures. That's fine.
Why are you always such a negative Nelly, man? You're like Debbie Downer.
Are y'all coming?
Debbie Downer does Detroit. Or is that Debbie goes down on Detroit? I forget.
Do we
Yeah.
want to heal up before we do anything else?
Yes.
Maybe
So
we
Wow.
should save that for next session.
Well, it's you can heal up real quick if you want, but that's all we're doing tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're- Wow, it's weird. Those rooms don't appear. That room should be like gray, but yeah, you can't see it. I can't see it when I'm clicked on any of you. It may be the region. They may have something going on with those rooms where they're locked out.
Shishni, take that 9.
Okay.
Are we planning on regrouping and going back in there?
Eventually, I think.
Okay.
Well, there.
Because there's a door in there, so.
What'd you say, Deb? Yeah, I know she's coming. We're almost done. We're wrapping up. Let's see.
All right, I'm good enough.
Shimmy has
Anybody else? Oh,
made her appearance now.
Roland.
And
I have been fully squealed.
Ooh, Roland gets some good healing.
Nice.
he gets 38 plus 24. You get the 24
Okay.
first, and then you get the 38.
Sure.
And then Shishni,
afraid?
just because we're resting.
Well, if we actually make it through the rest, I'll get all them back.
I know, but here, take some more.
That says Roland. I can't take
Yep.
that.
Fucking fuckity fuck.
Can we get a retarget on the last heal? Or
I'll
No,
just add my 8. I'm only down
There,
8.
just
Oh,
keep 20
that's
instead. And then I'll try to target myself. Basically, I'm using all my spells because it's like I got 2
Yeah.
more second levels and okay.
Yeah.
Cast
Yep.
that.
You only need 17. Oh, look, something followed us.
Ha. But before he could get here, I
Oh.
heal the party.
oh, sweet! Did I get an upgrade to my Eidolon?
Yes, you did.
Yes, but he's turned on the party and he's elite, so he's a CR21.
I breathe fire. He runs away.
I mean, just a CR21?
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
I'm confused as to why you think that's going to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
I would
Altogether.
actually
I mean,
stay up to play that fight.
I mean, it really isn't going to be an issue for us. It's about one round, and then we roll new characters.
Yeah.
Exactly. Ah. All right. So everyone's healed up.
Yep. And
What's going on with Shishni? What are those rotating jibs?
I don't know.
I don't see any rotating.
I see the
Yeah,
pause
not on my
button.
token.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not the pause button. There's
Oh, there's
I
like
don't.
little fireballs rotating around me.
I don't see.
yeah,
I don't see
And
them.
I'm sleeping. Zzz, 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 zzz.
I see them and I see the like the sleeping thing on you.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep,
Huh.
I don't see that.
I assume they're just
Bug.
leftover graphics from when I was
It's
slowed
a
and
bug.
vomiting.
I'm reloading real quick, but we're about to call it.
That's what I'm doing too. Yep.
Because Shimmy's here. And
Oh,
it's
she's
Shimmy says it's time.
well, Shimmy
Yep.
doesn't like it when I play 2 nights a week, and that's gonna be the case 3 weeks out of every 4 right
Yeah.
now. Because I got a game 3 Mondays out of the month. I got my Kingmaker 3, and I got the Shadows of Sandpoint. All right, let's see. And I love it. Yeah, that
I
made them go away.
refreshed and they're gone. Yeah.
They're gone. Yep. All right, so we will
Pause.
pause there. You guys are actually ending in room G15, so my notes are no longer valid because you moved. You bastards. Let's see. Chief with party Shimmy, I'm almost done. I swear to God. Are you guys going to do like an overnight, or
probably.
they will do a long rest next game? They
Yep. So we got all that, and then long rest.
Okay, guys, I'm out.
Start.
Okay.
You pussy. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Have a good night.
Yep.
Good night, buddy. Talk to you later.
Yeah, I'm out as well, guys. Have a great night.
Yep.
Good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week is Kingmaker 2, and then Abomination week after that. So great game, everyone. We actually got a lot done. So
Yep. Good night, all.
and I hope Tim likes the new UI.
It'll take some getting used to, but it's not bad.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Well, that is going to do it for me this evening. Hey, how are you? I don't have the tracking on. Thank you all for being here with me tonight. Hope you guys had fun in Abomination Vaults. I will be back again tomorrow, God willing, for Stompy Mech Night. Hope you guys all have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys all again really soon. Have a great night, all.